Hello, my name is Naz, and I'm a project coordinator for sustainability at Policy Connect, a cross-party think tank working to achieve better public policy. One of the 5 climate promises the WWF are tracking against the UK government is that the UK will be net zero emissions by 2050, which means reducing emissions as much as possible and ensuring any remaining emissions are cancelled out by effective nature-based carbon capture. This promise is currently in progress. We are tracking this promise using the UK Climate Policy Dashboard compiled by Policy Connect and the All-Party Parliamentary Climate Change Group. The Climate Policy Dashboard uses the latest recommendations from the Climate Change Committee to assess the government's progress in introducing policy to reduce emissions in certain key sectors of the economy. The dashboard is updated as the government introduces new policies and delivers on its climate targets. The sectors we assess are power, transport, manufacturing and construction, agriculture and land use, buildings and waste. These sectors represented over 90% of the UK's emissions in 2019. The dashboard also assesses the government's progress in introducing adaptation policies, measuring how resilient the UK is to climate change risk, including preparedness for heat waves and floods. When you arrive at the dashboard homepage, you're first presented with a summary of government progress across the 7 sectors of the economy that we are currently tracking in mitigating and adapting to climate change. What you can see from the dashboard homepage is that there's a lot of work to be done in the coming months and years. In the transport, buildings and agriculture sector, policy development is on the way to world-leading climate policy. And in the manufacturing sector, policy development is insufficient, with the greatest room for improvement to be made in the waste sector. However, as you can see, real progress has been made in the power sector, for example, where the government recently announced that the UK will reach a zero-emissions electricity system in the UK by 2035. And also clear, consistent and credible policy has driven coal out of the energy mix. When you click on a sector, you get a range of information. What this information provides to you is a high-level summary of the state of the sector the government is supporting in reducing emissions, what the key policy actions the government needs to implement to improve the sector's ranking, what the sources of major emissions reductions in each sector are, and which areas current government ambition and policy is in line with net zero. The UK has certainly made a start, but needs to be doing better in all of these areas to hit real net zero targets. There is still time to turn this around, just. The most important thing you can do to help ensure that the climate promise for the UK government to reach net zero emissions by 2050 is met is to share this promise and remind our leaders so that they know that we won't forget.